Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the Maverick channel, and today what we're going to talk about, we're going to look at how the blockchain trilemma, which is decentralization, security, and scalability, how we've actually seen a solution to this problem, and it's probably not what you think. So guys, if you like this kind of content, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, because here on the Maverick channel, we discover things we didn't know about in the crypto space. Okay guys, let's get on with it. I'm sure some of you knew this, but I've met people who did not know this. So I wanted to put this into perspective. Check this out. So this is a blank page that I got off Google. I can type anything I want. And as thinking about things, the evolution of crypto, I like thinking about these things, guys. This is not your usual type of video where I'm talking about a product, this and that, or people that talk about things that are going to make you rich in one day. This is not what I'm talking about, and I don't do that a lot on this channel, but rather I want to have a long-term perspective and have a wider view of the crypto landscape to at least remain relevant as this space moves forward. So, of course, with the advent of Bitcoin, guys, we had things like proof of work. So you have to use these ASIC miners, hardware. Then we have things like proof of stake, decentralized direct acyclic graph, which is the DAG technology, proof of stake. These are types of consensus algorithms. These other types of consensus algorithms, for example, Ethereum uses proof of work. Once you go to proof of stake, Bitcoin uses proof of work, and you have others using direct acyclic graph and other proof of authority and so on. Proof of history. There's so many consensus algorithms that help to keep the network secure, that prevent this thing that we call the double spend problem. So of course, as the blockchain technology was evolving, we had things like smart contracts within Ethereum that started really with Ethereum. We had other coins that have been underplayed from then, like Filecoin, which really is leading in the interplanetary file system, which is a decentralized file system kind of thing. Then we have others like Cosmos that are leading with inter-blockchain communication, so inter-blockchain connectivity, but we're going to tie these things together. So stick around in this video. I'm going to put a few things into perspective. So with Ethereum and smart contracts, so eventually we had the immersion of things like ERC20 tokens. That's why we had the ICOs in 2017. And then we have NFTs with the ER721 standard. Then we have DeFi formed from all of these. So we have the Binance Smart Chain also took over. We had things like Polygon, scaling Ethereum, but also is essentially forming their own native ecosystems. AVAX, Avalanche, Polkadot, Cosmos. These others I've not included here just because I was just writing out really fast. So if I haven't included a strong ecosystem here, it's nothing personal. I mean, things like XRP as well. They're revolutionizing their own kind of standard at how they achieve scalability, at least. Some others, but I'm going to talk about the blockchain trilemma in a bit. Actually, I'm building up to it. Actually, I'd made a small error. This is actually ERC721. Then we have ERC1155. So essentially, this was rolled out just last year, 1155, which was a way to make Ethereum kind of deflationary. But the general idea was to reduce the gas fees, which did not work. But it made Ethereum sometimes have a deflationary tendency. But yeah, it was an upgrade in the Ethereum ecosystem, which ERC1155 essentially fits into NFTs just like ERC721, but the NFTs are more dynamic in the way they operate. It's a different standards, it's a different way of operating with NFTs. They're a bit more dynamic. I think you can fractionalize them and things like that. It's not just one unit, a non-fungible unit, just like the ERC721. So the interoperability standard is what I want to talk about today, or rather building to. We have the Web3 standard, so you have to have a Web3 wallet like the MetaMask. There's so many others like Phantom and so many others. A centralized exchange, Binance Smart Chain, you have to be armed with a decentralized exchange as well. So for example, in Ethereum, we have things like Uniswap. In the Binance Smart Chain, we have things like PancakeSwap. I'm basically talking about some of the biggest ecosystems. We have others like, I'm not going to mention others. I have some personal ones that I'm dealing with personally, but this video today is not about that. It's about a general overview. So I'll use names that are general names that are used out there, that are understood. Should we call them household names in the crypto space? Yes. But before we get into the core of today's video, guys, let us look at this article here. This is another reason as to why I think the Binance ecosystem, because it's going to play a major role in what I'm talking about today. So, but if you hold other tokens, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the likes, you're going to be very, very much included in this video. This video is meant to represent interoperability, so it's covering a whole wide array. But this article, I decided to throw in this article right here because not because of any particular reason, but to make you to show you what they're doing, okay, and not necessarily what you see on mainstream news, or this, you could call this mainstream news, I guess. Museum of the Future to host Binance founders talk on cryptocurrency. Changpeng Zhao, the guy that has undoubtedly helped this cryptocurrency space grow in the Binance ecosystem, guys, has formed so many industrial standards that are followed every single time. Essentially, they take risks, those risks become successful, and they're mimicked across the board. And they've had so many, the launch pads, they've had others really using MetaMask in a major way. So MetaMask leveraging that Ethereum virtual machine standard. These are the guys that really took off by using this standard. Okay, and it spread out. So Dubai's Museum of the Future will host Changpeng Zhao, founder and chief executive officer of Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. They always say that by trading volume, which is true though, to talk about digital tokens and blockchain technology and the Emirates' pivotal role in globalizing the future industry. Guys, Changpeng Zhao, the CZ Binance guy, is one of the wealthiest people in the world, but that's not the point here. His platform that he started generates some of the biggest trade volumes. It's the most used across the board because it has the most utility. I'll tell you why. When you look at Coinbase still serves a diaspora that's still limited to America, Europe, and a few Asian countries. It's not very wide, and the services they provide are still limited. The services that Binance provide really leverage. They tap into the local ecosystem of that particular jurisdiction, and someone can use the traditional infrastructure with Binance as well. This is why I'm talking about, I'm not even invested in the Binance token anymore. My target is a little bit different. I'm looking at the decentralized exchanges that are serving the Binance ecosystem. Guys, if you want to read more of this article, you can check out there. You can just type into Google and you find more details about this. So guys, the other thing I wanted to move forward before I put this build up into perspective: tourism in El Salvador up 30% since Bitcoin adoption. This the minister said this. So guys, of course, El Salvador has had that Bitcoin adoption standard. So obviously, people that are infringed, the people that are finding difficulties with holding their Bitcoin or participating in the crypto ecosystem due to taxes, uncertain regulation, they're going to be checking out El Salvador to see how things are moving. So guys, let us move forward. If you look at the Binance ecosystem, let me pull up CoinMarketCap right here. You all know CoinMarketCap. In case you do not know, this site was bought by Binance a while back, probably a year back or something like that. They were acquired by Binance, and essentially they're being run by Binance. So if you go to a site like CoinMarketCap, right? So Binance is one of the biggest, it's the biggest centralized exchanges, as we've seen in the article. So if you go to CoinMarketCap, and this standard that I'm going to talk about has been replicated by other platforms like CoinGecko that are formed up after this. So if you click, for example, Polygon, we're going to look at Binance Exchange, which we're going to look through CoinMarketCap, but we're also going to compare Binance Exchange, and we look at this scalability, interoperability, and secure standard that we're talking about. But before we get into that, remember, Binance, this is a centralized exchange. They have a token which is a BNB, and they have the Binance Smart Chain. They had another chain which was the BNB chain, but they integrated, and now they're going to be just the Binance chain, so representing what the Binance Smart Chain is. And you can see we have the Cosmos ecosystem as well. The Binance token, what I was trying to allude to, is it leverages the consensus algorithms of the Cosmos ecosystem, right? So which means if Binance decides to ever build or become to enable its IBC inter-blockchain connectivity, which comes from the Cosmos side, it will mean that it will automatically have that interconnection with all other Binance ecosystem chains. But let's also remember, it probably has some of them already, like Terra USD and Terra Luna, but not through the inter-blockchain communication of the Cosmos ecosystem. Now that's where it gets extremely bullish. Now guys, I pulled up a few examples of Polygon, Polkadot. So in case this is to show you how inclusive this is, extremely inclusive, the interconnectivity. So we're looking at scalability. Cosmos has proved to be scalable, but sometimes we can achieve scalability through a bit of centralization. At least that's the way crypto is right now. Security. we have, if blockchains are interconnected, it means if you're building on a particular blockchain ecosystem, you could share that particular security. So if you have interconnectivity, if you want to use a particular product, then it could have shared security from a particular Cosmos blockchain, or from Ethereum, or from the Binance ecosystem itself. So then we have scalability. If you have interoperability, for example, you have your tokens on a decentralized exchange, for example, PancakeSwap, right? Which was one of the leading exchanges. Now, you go to CoinMarketCap, okay? CoinMarketCap is here. You pick a token like the Polygon token or Polkadot. We could use Polkadot. Then you go over here, okay? You have your Web3 wallet like MetaMask open. You see how you can add by clicking this button. This was a standard developed by these people first, but it's also taken up by other exchanges, other platforms that at least rank cryptocurrency by market capitalization, which is price times circulating supply. You can click on this little fox here and you can get your Polkadot listed on the Binance Smart Chain, which is onto your Web3 wallet. You can do this for so many other tokens as well. When you look at Polygon, they support Binance Smart Chain. You can link your Polygon version of Binance Smart Chain or your address on by clicking this little fox. You can link the version of Polygon on the Polygon network, which uses the Ethereum virtual machine. You can link the Polygon version of Solana as well. I guess this works on the Solana wallet, I guess the Phantom wallet. That's why there's no MetaMask icon there. So there's that interoperability standard you're seeing, which is being fronted, or a standard that's sort of indirect by the Binance Smart Chain. Now, you may ask yourself, how does it exactly work? For example, you can have your Polygon tokens on the Binance Smart Chain, but you want to use them on the Polygon network. So because there's not that direct, you cannot just directly send them from the Binance Smart Chain to your Polygon network. So what you can do, you can use the Binance centralized exchange as an intermediator. You can do this with Polkadot as well, in case you're into Polkadot. So you're leveraging DeFi, lending, and so on with your DOT tokens on the Binance Smart Chain, but you're done with using on the Binance Smart Chain. You want to move some of them, you can move them to the Binance centralized exchange. Then the Binance centralized exchange has implemented features within there. When you're withdrawing your tokens, you can withdraw them to the native chain, you can withdraw them to the Binance chain, you can withdraw them to another chain, maybe Ethereum ERC20 standard. So you can leverage all these standards. So you can see how that connects them. If you're using a decentralized exchange, for example, your Polkadot on a decentralized exchange like PancakeSwap, your yield farming and lending, if you're done with them, you can withdraw them, deposit them onto the Binance centralized exchange, then withdraw those Polkadot tokens onto the Polkadot main chain ecosystem. So you're jumping through different scalability loops, you're jumping through different security loops, and you're jumping through different decentralization loops. So that is a way that we can solve this decentralization trilemma, guys. And I think it's a pretty nice way of solving this trilemma, and it's a pretty indirect way of solving the blockchain trilemma. And I truly believe one of the best ways of developing solutions to complex problems is to arrive at a solution unknowingly. You keep building solutions that make sense, and in the end you arrive at a solution that makes sense, guys. Now, the last thing I want to talk about to finally put this into perspective, having the ability to do all that with the Binance Smart Chain, which is leveraging the Cosmos ecosystem, already creates some sort of, you have scalability, security, and decentralization, because you're leveraging different ecosystems. So you go with what one man or woman's meat is another man or woman's poison, right? So you go with your poison, right? So this is the map of zones on the Cosmos ecosystem. So what essentially this means, this shows the chains or the ecosystems on the Cosmos network that have implemented the IBC interconnectivity. And you can see, of course, you can see the notable ones, Akash, Fetch.AI, Chihuahua, and so on, the Cosmos hub itself. But you can notice that you haven't seen Binance itself. Guys, when Binance enables this inter-blockchain connectivity, there will be leverage of liquidity from the Binance ecosystem, from the Osmosis DEX ecosystem, from the Fetch ecosystem, from the Akash ecosystem, from Ethereum. When you look at Polygon, guys, I was meant to mention this. When you look at the Polygon ecosystem as well, guys, you can use different ecosystems within the Polygon network. It's massive. There's over 7,000 decentralized applications on the Polygon network, and all this, you can use that interoperability within there. And if you're done with using them on the Polygon network, you can actually leverage them and use them on the Binance network, and use these different standards depending on what you want to pick and choose depending on what your poison is, your favorite thing is. So I think we're starting to achieve blockchain scalability, and not to mention the fact that things like the Polygon network have really helped to keep a lot of Ethereum liquidity, because you can use Ethereum on the Polygon network, you can use Ethereum on the Binance Smart Chain, you can use Ethereum on other chains as well. So we already having interconnectivity without necessarily building a tool specifically to tackle interconnectivity. So I like this kind of indirect formation of these kinds of solutions. All right, guys, I just wanted to put this into perspective. Maybe you already knew this, but if you stayed along to the end, it means you're truly interested in what is being said here, this kind of revelation, figuring this kind of thing out. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope this kind of helps you improve your knowledge in the crypto space, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.